Hello viewers, I once again welcome you to another episode of Achievers. Today we decided to deviate from our usual trend and present to you a profile with a difference. He couldn't have proven it better than the way he does, that the pen is mightier than the sword. A forthright and candid person in all aspects, this man with multiple talents has been wondering for long as to what exactly has gone wrong with cinema in the state. While he awaits the resurrection of the ailing industry, he leaves no stone unturned to make the medium of radio touch hearts and bag accolades for the state. And of course, what you cannot help but admire is his power of wit and his ability to remain in a world of imagination even amidst the most mundane things in life. A film critic par excellence, let us invite Utpal Dutta. Dutta, it's really nice to have you here with us in the studio, and I'm sure the viewers are waiting to hear a lot from you. Okay, let's start with why film criticism?
Why film criticism? It's very tough to answer because no one told me to select that, to choose that one. Okay. It came naturally. Okay. And I think I have a desire to do something on film. Okay. But I failed, so I came to criticism. You know, there is a famous saying, one who fails in creation, he enters in the field of criticism.
Well, I don't agree with this because you are a man of multiple talents. You're a very creative person.
I'm trying to do.
But anyway, now seriously, like you are an ardent lover of films, you follow films very religiously.
Yeah.
So did you never think of filmmaking?
Yeah, I thought.
What happened? Like, how did you move on to film criticism?
First, I tried to enjoy movies.
Okay.
Then I thought it is my media, I should do something on film, but it is a very expensive media.
Right.
I was a student, a college student, and I did not have enough money.
Okay.
So I thought I should write about what I feel about movies.
Okay. Okay.
And some newspapers, they told me, usually I used to write from newspapers, I used to take photographs for them.
Okay.
Then you write what you feel about the movies.
Okay.
I started writing.
Okay.
And then I became as a discovery film critic.
Alright. So this, your love for cinema, your relationship with this particular form of art, I should say, when did it begin? As a child?
As a child.
Okay.
When I was a child, a student of class 5 or 6, I actually can't remember. Most probably it was class 5.
Okay.
The new cinema hall came up near my school, near our school.
In
Nalbari.
Okay.
My school is the Brahma Bachelor School, and the cinema hall was Bharatiya Talkies.
Okay.
So it is a new thing. We went there, we saw the posters, we saw lobby cards.
Okay.
And we attracted to the movies.
Okay. So that's how the whole thing began.
Yeah.
What is it that all the time inspires you, inspires your creativity? Like, is it cinema you're very passionate about, or there's some other art that inspires you, fascinates you equally?
I am an ardent lover of beautiful things.
Okay.
So movie is the most beautiful. So I like the beautiful sceneries, natural landscapes, designs, clothes. I like all beauties.
Okay.
All beautiful things I like.
Are you also into designing?
Definitely. I enjoy designing.
Okay, what kind of stuff do you design? Like,
especially I design book covers.
Book covers.
And printing design.
Okay.
I was in print media, so I was close to print.
Okay.
So I did some book covers. I did in monocolor. I did in what is called lithograph. I did in screen printing.
Okay. Okay.
So, and I also interested in fashion designing.
Oh, that's interesting. But today you are quite satisfied with what you are doing at the moment.
Satisfaction is a
writing
very
and-
relative term.
Yeah, okay.
What I'm doing, I'm not satisfied with that. I think I will be satisfied with another thing which I'm not
Okay.
trying.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you write? Do you
Yeah, I write.
poetry and other things you do? Which do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy writing words.
Words, any
It
kind.
may be in different forms. It may
Okay.
come out as a poetry form.
Okay.
It may be a film review. It may be a story. It may
Okay.
be a drama like that.
You're also into theatre, I
Yeah.
heard. Yeah.
I wrote one play. It was Amikane Asu. It was environmental theatre, but it
Okay.
was never staged.
Okay.
And later I wrote dramas for radio,
Okay.
and I wrote drama for touring theatres. So they were
Which
hit.
is also known as mobile theatres, if I'm not wrong. The
Yeah,
touring
yeah.
theatre. Okay.
Someone. It is generally called as mobile theatre. I think mobile is not proper word.
Okay.
I think touring is the
Touring
most.
is the proper
word,
correct
yeah.
way of putting it. Okay. So now so much of creativity, you do writing, you are also into photography,
Yeah.
you said, designing and film criticism, poetry. Through your growing years, were there instances that shaped your personality in this particular way?
It's very tough to reply. I don't know how it has began, how I feel attracted to. But it may be some influence of my town where
You
I
grew up.
passed my childhood. It was Nalbari, a small town.
Yeah.
We have limited scopes for enjoyment, for entertainment, to get educated. Whatever sun says, we get there, we utilize it.
Okay.
We have a small library there. We are going to library for books.
Okay.
Once in a year, we went to see touring theatres, your mobile theatre.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think I'll stick to touring now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
So whatever things came to our way, we enjoyed it properly, and we tried to learn something.
now coming down to films again.
Yeah.
You were also awarded with a special jury mention under the best film critic category at the 54th National Film Awards, and which is, I think, a big achievement from someone from this part of the country. So did you focus on Assamese cinema, or you wrote on films from different parts of the country? As far as the
राष्ट्रीय फिल्म पुरस्कार के
the award function was, or awards were concerned.
Usually I don't write about Assamese films,
Okay.
and I write mostly on Hindi films. I write on Indian films.
Okay.
So I send articles to the competition on 3 or 4 Hindi films, 2 Assamese films, not about films, the songs reflected in Assamese films.
Okay. Which films did you choose?
No, but a Hindi film.
You said you chose
I chose the
two Assamese films.
two Assamese lyricists
Oh, lyricists.
work
Okay.
reflected in Assamese film.
Okay.
One is Nirmal Prabha Bordoloi and another is Kehab Mohanta.
All right. All right.
And
And apart from that, you wrote
I wrote about
Hindi
trends, Hindi film trends.
films. Okay.
The trend of remake films
Okay.
and trend of realistic Hindi films.
All right.
Like that.
But I'm a little surprised to know that you do not write about Assamese cinema.
Yeah.
Why is it so?
Because it doesn't attract me
All right.
at all.
That was very. So, I mean, you're being very
So you may ask
straightforward,
me
which
about-
is good.
You may ask about the Bhavan Chaikia sir's films. They are Indian. They are Indian films.
assisted Mr. Bhabendranath
I
Hoykia
assisted
and
in 2 films.
2 films. So he was a great filmmaker.
Like,
Even working with him didn't attract you to Assamese cinema?
no. After working with him, I was attracted to Indian film.
Okay.
I used the term Indian film for the first time in Assamese. That we should not see a film in the term as it is in Assamese. We must project this film as an Indian film.
Okay, you prefer a national aspect rather than a regional.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but what may I ask you? You don't write about Assamese cinema, but do you sometimes sit and think about them? Do you think about the plight of the industry, and do you feel like being a part of the process where you can rejuvenate it?
No, critics are not part of that industry. Nowhere.
Okay. Okay.
But as I was a student of business management, and I wanted to try see Assamese movie through the angle of business management, from the angle of business.
Okay.
And Assamese film, apart from this aesthetic value, it must survive in a commercial film.
Yeah.
Commercial film, they need 4 things: product, price, place, promotion.
Okay.
But Assamese film industry, nobody thinks about 4 P's.
Okay. That's interesting, but could you throw more light on it? Like, how do they go about it? Could you elaborate on it? Why do you think they don't think, and how can they?
Because their thinking is never reflected in Assamese films. It is never reflected. Whenever I see a poster of a film, it reflects something.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the complete film. If someone can design a poster properly, how will make a film of 3 hours long?
Okay, so
It's
they
simply
fail
impossible.
right at the beginning where publicity comes,
Most
which
of
is very
them
important.
have no aesthetic sense about the visual media.
Okay. Okay. So that's one reason you think the industry is suffering.
Where is the industry?
The local Assamese film industry.
Is it industry?
Well, I would like to call it so, but I would like to know, what do you have?
Because only 3 or 4 films released in a year. They are released in literary terms, not in cinema halls.
Yeah.
How it will call it as industry?
So what do you think? Is it the quality of the films that keeps the audience away?
No, many factors are involved. So you cannot fix one point, for this reason only quality.
Okay.
Quality is one of the most important aspects of a product. I would like to say it as a product, but other factors are also there. You will have to, this is a market, and you have to satisfy all the needs of the market. The continuous supply, different type of product.
Yeah.
You can't expect that every film will be a Pathar Pasali or everyone will be a Sholay. No. For market, you will have different type of consumers. You need different type of products.
Okay. All right. But in seminars and meetings about the industry now, a lot of people say that some do mention about quality, but many people say that the films are not accessible to the masses, especially in rural Assam, where there are people who wait for Assamese cinema, and they suggest that mini theatres will solve the problem. Do you agree to that?
I don't agree with that, because mini cinema halls, if you're talking about some video halls, is different. But cinema hall is not cost effective.
Why?
Because a mini cinema hall means a small sitting arrangement, small capacity of sitting arrangements. But the machinery will be same. The same type of machinery they will have to provide, same type of screen. So they are investing almost same amount.
But not getting as much viewers.
They will have to